Alright, that's enough of a break for now, I think. What's that? I pretty much just took a break to eat and watch a video. Turns out the video was a lot longer than I took to eat. So let's just continue. Now I want the keystones from both the feet of reeds and the feet of gold. Sure, that means our approach to the contest was the right one. It would seem. By continuing to retrace Galul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. I also just remembered I need to check if the microphone's actually working, which it is. We're all good. Let's visit the giants next, like Kraz said. The fact they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the Yokhui is in the upper reaches of Capatra. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way through around Ukazama-uka. It will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. We're calling the Moblins first, but they're right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. The flight of wee wingless. The great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins, or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you will accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination. Oh, so who do you take me for? As your guide, I'll see to the arrangements. Well, seems we have some free time on our hands. Let's make the most of it. I had to get the axe repaired. My axe repaired. I went the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Kuljaja. Reminds me, I got around to introducing you to properly, did I? I'm in charge of Meki. The person to know. Want to come along? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go then. Another follow-up quest. Ready? The markets of Wachumeki to the east. Side of Bayside Bevy. Yeah, okay. Triad, very nice. Pardon me. The Santis tacos. The owner here, a lovely Tison. After the best tacos in Tuliola, this place sits at the top. This place sits at the top with well, my goodness, I'm struggling to read stuff now. Shpalyav Ie. Yeah, that's the promise. We only ever eat Druk Evu's food. Not my mind for a change. Sorry, Tison. Been a while, hasn't it? Let's all stop by once the contest. Stop by for a bite once the contest's over. Yeah. My, fulfilled promise. How may I assist you this fine morning? I'm Ed Ropley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, are we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? Stand among Toral's most prestigious gathering of artisans. And as to this question, it's child's play. Have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. But here, live in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? Oh, this is Emmy, the great adventurer. Recruit him from across the salt. Brought him here to meet you, actually. I thought he might have a reason to visit Wachumeki sooner or later. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand centre of trade. Pleasure to meet you, Sammy. Hello. You there? Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Oh, is that guy we met on Burt? I've not met somewhere before. From Ulda. Sure, Mickey met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember I spoke with him too. Wanchite? Yes, that was his name. Loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. How would it then? Why are we here? That is to say... no closer to solving that enigma. I could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by Little Pearl if you find him first. I like that outfit, that's a nice outfit. They're probably somewhere up here. Could be down here. Oh, never mind. Cool outfit too. Alright, where is this Mr. Elfman? There he is. We're conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship? Yes, sir. Yes, we have. Oh no, good. That'd be right there. Did you run off like that? You have business with Ropley or not? Please, you didn't concern yourself with my affairs. I'm not deserving of such attention. What? What do you want about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. So kind. So be it. Suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewellery maker in Uldar, Ishtaim's Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpiece of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt has possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take this ship. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet, as you witnessed, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Right then, you have to morsel and serve the full course. It's really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experience with my predicament. I feel terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers. Well, when you put it that way, Not me, I'm Clement, third promise of Tuliolal, daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please, forgive me my presumptuousness. What of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Can't measure your worth on the success of others. Rule number 1. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. Then was the point of becoming a goldsmith. Looking back, it was my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. In the course of striving to be a great goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what's truly important. Now wondering what would have happened if I clicked the other one. Really important. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine is himself gave himself another chance. I can barely read. Can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Ropley. Ropley? I genuinely do not know. I imagine this area over here will be where our... oh, yeah, there's a tread right there. This will be where we do the crafting professions. Or level crafting through like hand-ins and stuff. There's kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. I accept my apologies for my earlier behaviour. My name is Fontaine. I'm a goldsmith from Ulda in faraway Eosia. I realize this is a bold request, but I would like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachumekimeki, if you'll have me. I ask only the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. That's what this was about. You're looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumekimeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. Not that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much needed self-reflection. Arrangements have been made to come meet me at the entrance of the High Tide Harbour. We're going on the boat. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Ripley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of the Wachumekimeki artisan. Oh, as sharp and as deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. And if any that doubt creeps back in, I'll be happy to talk you out of it. I really like this little line. As for us, we should head to the harbour. I don't want to keep Erenville waiting. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. What is that? It's a punity. We were pulling our boat upriver. Do we know she will not thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures for the most part, unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give a reason to. First alpacas, no punities. Relying a lot on animals on this journey. Thankful we haven't animal experts to guide them. A smile. It have to be my old nemesis. Another boat. Oh, I took you for someone who was up for the challenge. Was I right? I'll go in fighting still raged between the clans. The inhabitants of Samouka rode these riverboats to move swiftly between through hostile territory. These vessels see little use to round out peace, so I was able to borrow one with the few which remain. I did consider it dirigible, but pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. I borrowed one, yet there appeared to be several on the water. Oh no. Traveling up river, I presume. By the way, does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? Oh well, you've managed despite undertaking contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends? Oh sorry, my friends. Been, well, not that long. Acrid, Orianche, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, same as you. I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time of study. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I felt who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the scholar who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise has had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I only covered the foundation. Oh, you two. I expect you to have other reasons for accepting the job. You. They should Tuliolao, there we go, spans the entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Never have we striven to preserve peace. Where is our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course. Made sure who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavour. Even more opaque than Urianche at times, but surprisingly... Enough of that. Let's be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Connor moved them out of Iron Throne. As Connor's entourage, does that mean you resolved to defeat all its opponents, including Nerds? Just want to do all in our power to win this contest for Connor, even if it means competing with against our own comrades. Intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. You were taking a boat. If you have been forced to travel on water, then others will do the same. I'd rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. But then I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. If handing the opportunity to me. With other wildlife attackers, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. They best draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. And we shall remain on deck and stand guard. Although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville, just in case. I'd like to stay on deck. I make it when my pick commands to the roof. I'll take my chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. The crowd will stand out without me. I'll keep everyone company then. My blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alfino. Thank you. If it breaks out, I'll stand out of your way. I shall endeavour to provide aid where it's needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Question is this our first dungeon, or is this just a little instance that... The hunt begin. I could see this being a dungeon. Yeah. We fought this match. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so these two can both swap. I suppose we knew that anyway, didn't we? Could queue for with regular people, but well, my friend that's running through at the same time kind of had someone like rush a boss, so like I'd rather not miss out on fights whilst we're going through cutscenes. I think get ahead of us. Probably close that. I thought it'd close after a little bit, but it didn't. Probably one of my friends isn't a fan of is this. The fact it takes a little bit to cast us in combat. Personally, I think it's fine. Try and focus on drawing whilst you're also trying not to get hit.
Hold still. Really looking forward to seeing what the gear's like from this.
Very nice. I eat these up, Brennan. Yeah. That should do. Before I actually get to the first boss fight. Munching nice. I'll boost our XP again with it. Oh, this is fine. Alright then. There we go. Ooh, that's a prey. Oh, really pretty AoE effects. Yeah. Oh, fudge. Didn't realize crowd was running over here until it was too loud. I ever see a brush from the first one? So if I like, worst comes to worst, we'll see. We should see at least one more. Yeah, we can push that. Ah, so we're reusing those, okay. It's fine. But still look alright. Oh, I've got Dublins again. Let's get these prepped. I would just have to walk into it. I was trying to click on something. I was like trying to click on where the ladder was. I guess we just walk into it. Such cheek. I mean, fair. They are also, you know, compete. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. Right, so the green one will do an AoE. Got the blue one to the red one. Let's see, Mercury slimes though. They seem pretty cool. Yeah, 650, what are these? They're 650 as well, okay. just loot the chest, so there won't be another one for a little bit. There should be a boss next, I think. I think it's usually like 2 packs of enemies, then you get another boss. Oh, it's just a sneezy bully. That looks nice out there. Oh, look at the snout by that guy. So I think we might be safe here. Right, okay. That's slightly dangerous. Also, that's pretty quickly. Scribbled meter. Should be safe. Sort over here. Nope, never mind. Oh, the turn. Okay. That's not a good spot. This might be the best spot. Yet again, a few steps over. Well, the guy just wants to sneeze. Okay, I might be making a set from this dungeon. Seems like the helmet might not have been guess that's a so we're a bit behind. Maybe. Or maybe that was just all that does. I wonder if this will be like the last boss of the instance, like a big one of these. Gigantic mantis. So cool. Its trajectory, in fact, there's a circle there. Yeah, I think that's the last boss.
You cannot stop us!
Oh yeah, so Pictomancers get them on like self-shield. But I think like 86, maybe a bit later than 86. You get an access to a spell which follows on from this, which
We mustn't hold back!
but it lets you cover the entire party instead of just you. Sorry to mute the microphone for a sec, because I had to sneeze. That looks so cool. Following on. I forgot to prep those spells. Okay, so I guess for the moment we'll have to be careful of those. Never mind. God. Ouch. Yeah, I think I understand now why the Vital are as marine as they are.
Hold still.
Crap. Ouch. Alright, that fight might take a little bit for me to understand. If I understand, I mean, know where to stand, where not to stand. So we don't need to worry about those. We just need to worry about the speed that it gets after. Be safe here. It should be safe over there. try and stick with them.
I have you.
That's a better one. There we go. Now we're guaranteed at least one piece of casting gear. Hopefully it's something that's invisible. Ooh. Gloves. Yeah, so it's like the Pagelfan stuff. Actually, I suppose it makes sense that we wouldn't see that guy again because, well, he was on the river, we weren't.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
There's a shortcut, see? Oh, I've got another one now. Yeah. Don't know if this one's voiced though. That's very good, mate. I'll catch up to you. Scavengers traverse dug by the Yokoi in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavation can be found throughout the region. Well, I appreciate the lesson of wise guide. We are letting this boat soon, I hope. Our river journey's almost over. For proof of that, you need a look ahead. Also impressive from a distance. Sounds too much now. That's amazing. Please let me off. Ooh. Those are pretty trees. No more boats. Pause. Ew. Oh, not alright. Should be surprised if she was. Without nausea, we're all spent. mountain shelter nearby. Resting spot for those who are sent to the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a most welcome respite. Please transfer a short walk will come out. Rest along the way too. Oh. Promise is meant to lead from the front and not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Not me. It's Nosha talking, I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Very well, but if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You didn't bear this burden alone, so please, don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Crowley. Now this is a skill all leaders require. You as well. This is my problem alone, but you have the right to it. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Boss, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. One felt that I could never tell anyone, and I was confused and hurting. Admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. You say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up with the others. Good old gobbies. Oh, sorry, mobbies, I suppose. Tego. I forgot to actually use that. So this is like, this just gives you the paladin sword and shield. I was meaning to use so I could actually see what it looked like. Not a massive fan of that. All that. Okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna love every weapon. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate after our punishing river adventure. When they're settling, we need a cook fire and there's meal preparations to be done. I should have gone for the Aetherite first. Oil.
I've been meaning to ask, but
one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did, there's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
I'm gonna go with this one again. How much you worth by the success of others?
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Meanwhile, in the second Promises camp.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye, but we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
Had to slip that in, didn't they? Yeah, feeling.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Meanwhile, with the first promise.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle, they all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Earlier with Mamool Jaja.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have two more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. But do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
I feel bad when there's scenarios like that, because I've gone through like the whole life being like taught a certain thing, and it's just a complete betrayal of the, well, everything. Being able to say those things brought me such relief. It's like a stone's been lifted off my chest. I take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. Will be better. For myself and for my people. Continue weapon. Goblin settlement is of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned. The road book taken was is a favoured hunting ground for bandits. Stairs currently impassable. There'll be fewer travellers, and the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Other current present, or what? Considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zaraja and the landscape been doing? Up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. First things first. I'm about to say what's that, but I just remembered it's one of the things we saw in the dungeon. Apologies. Oh, we're just on the other side of the sun. Okay. But it just made sense to come down this way and then just... You know what? Never mind. We went on a boat trip, that's fine. Okay. Oh, sorry, I should probably explain what we're going through my head then. So up here, the water was flowing down this way, towards the central point. And down here is flowing this way, to the central point. But it just kind of makes sense. The water pouring in from like up here, water pouring in from up here. Where's it all going there? Well, these bandits. Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party this size. But then Shari's a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank. God. Of Yakabek. Zoma. Let's remain vigilant all the same. I love the look of those birds. Not birds, the fish. I love them. Sorry if you see me drop to walking like this. It's 'cause I've just turned my microphone back on. Unfortunately, OBS doesn't have like a toggle on and off. So I can't just press the same button once to toggle off, once to toggle back on. I have one button to turn the microphone off, one button to turn the microphone on. Unfortunately, the button to turn the microphone back on puts you to walking. Really cool. This is it. The village where the Lay of Pots from Tuliolal saga took place. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Would this similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? Settlements themselves could be more different though. This shire appears to be custom built to resemble pots, but the other is a repurposed town. Now, do they have Gobby speak? Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? You have Gobby speak. That's us. Looking for the Dawn Summon Selector, if you happen to know who that is. You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Ready Rock is the elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We've got straight to perform the feat. As much as Ready Rock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the pot swarm were injured. There is no time for feats or metal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the pot swarm? Goldsmith contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these pot swarm with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tural. So acceptable. I was promised no distractions. The best they can offer? Should never have left Wachumeki. See, the pots won't desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we're failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. Should all our pot swarm leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. With a chance to learn more about your people and your village. If it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take rest while you can. I could use a nap. Of course I'll help. Already had a nap. I was hoping to say that. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. I'll help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock Truth swears that once the pot swarm have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok. Yeah, the full of Ready Rock. There are other help hands in need of hand lending. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to read again. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being invincible promise. There's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are aiding those in need. I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Smile. Now, let's find this Rock fellow so we can and see what we can do for him. Honestly, I think these goldsmiths should just get over themselves a bit. Like, massive natural disaster. Oh no, I can't work in peace with all these distractions. My dude. Ragnarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are empty. Want to aid Ragnarok? Ragnarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feely smiles. You can offer the pot swan that promised good living. We might save the day yet. Whatever you need. I think now we've moved on to level 92 quests. What Ragnarok needs is new help hands to create good living for Potswan Kahi. The help hand assigned to Kahi was hurt in the rock rain, so Ragnarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kahi. What does Kahi want? What does Kahi need? Help hands do not bother the Potswan with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate. Prepare things with guessthink. Please guessthink with Ragnarok. Find out what Kahe is lacking. We can provide it. Count on us. It's where Kahe works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. Kahe. A lot quicker if we just talk to him, but that's not the way to do things around here apparently. We have to leave him be and try our hands at some guessthink. Okay. Well, for starters it looks quite warm, so we might want a drink. Well, there's no shortage of crafting materials. Must be something else he's missing. I'll touch this meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or lose its savour. The store's looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Boiling sits so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. Could anyone work in that stifling heat? So first things first, need to drink. Then there's new tools. Alright, I've taken a good look. I think I have an idea of what things Kai might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Ragnarok. You made your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kahe hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't they want to eat it? Ah, but Ragnarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahe's taste. I can help you with that. My brother Konrad's also head sour. And while everyone has their own personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahe wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. And by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. I never would have thought of that. But the third promise might explain these things to our cook. at all. But I don't think that was the only reason Kahi couldn't concentrate. Hetzaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahi seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try Drafty Shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You could gather from the shoals of no return. There are many boats there abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Gold City. We salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle it for us? Sure. Oh, one more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's files and saws were... things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools in order? Ah! Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight, which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is Helphand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. Shoal of no returns are past the cracks, through a tunnel southeast of here. Should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Oh, there's that chain exit there. Lost Fired Bank. That's one of those things from Don Meg. You're Sammy, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the pot swarm. When they approach me with the same problem, I suggest I commission artisans in Shaolin instead. The quality craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Well, it would be more effective to engage in a uniform trainee collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps a custom will make more sense once we begin the feed of pots. Till then, we're deemed unfit to assist in matters of help hands, and instead tasked with tending the injured. We're on our way back from procuring herbs for Orianje, in fact. Settlements in Kozamuka too have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? If I become Dawn Servant, my first acts would be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. And imagine how much good we can achieve with Shaolin technology. My apologies. I have much to consider. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse us, there we go. I'll meet again, I'm sure. Take care. You too, buddy. You too. Both of yous. Back to looking out. You spot the tunnel opening. Head through the passage to the shoals of no return. And recover the Drafty Shard. Or like a wind crystal or something. I suppose it would make sense. If there's like no wind to speak of, then you'd want somewhere to propel your ship forward. You probably want to be using a ship with sails as opposed to like one that's guaranteed to be using fuel. I mean, if you can, why not? quite clearly not fiery orange, but not pale blue, bright green. That's what we're looking for. When shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. Seems you found the crystal rock. Continue to salvage. Wait, did I miss a cave entrance? Yes, I did. I don't know if it's an instrument or something. There's something in the background that I can hear that's like slightly menacing. Like there's the music on top, which is like nice and, you know, peaceful, but there's like a low rumble beneath it that's just like kind of intimidating. That's a cool breeze Ragnarok feels. There you go, that's your drafty shard. Sometimes you just get like a mental image of something that just imagine like picks it up, takes it like near the face so I can have a look at it. Yeah, just like a really some massive gust of wind into the face, like your hair's like blowing back. It's just like Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Ragnarok will add it to the new set of tools you bought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cookers prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetzaro. It's on its way, even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahe thinks of our efforts. That sounds like he's working. It's not like massively overheating. I was wondering what occasion called me. I'd received so many visitors. Fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remembered why I signed the pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a worthy piece of pot swan. With a piece worthy of a pot swan. There we go. A lamp to brighten the halls of Falok Shunsa. Craftsmanship satisfies Earthenfire's reputation of quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance. Truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant. Glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I have to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. I'm at tea. I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. It's great news. Thanks for letting me know. This is a craft of a pot swan. It's indeed a masterful piece. thank you for your words of praise. Second promise. I drew inspiration from Kusamoka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city. Now I have my answer. Even Shalian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolal, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. As raised among the Hetsaro, more traditional than most, the shared ingenuity of Tural's various peoples was eye-opening. He lived as a traditional Hetsaro. A few fond memories of nomadic life. Ragnarok is very grateful to you, and you both for your hard work and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, I think Pots 1 really is important. Well, it's true for pretty much everyone you meet. Lesson I've had driven into me several times. I've crossed this already on this journey. I can read. I can definitely read. The elector bids the claimant assemble in a large building on the west side of the village. I'll be heading over after finding Thancred and Oriange. Oh, I also ran into the Levier twins on the way here. Took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Be not link Pulp and tell them to head there. Arrivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat's starting, but even now, it's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Red Rock waiting. Yeah, it's strange that we've not seen like anyone in quite a while. The other players. Red Rock thanks you for assisting Help Hand Ragnarok. I suppose it is 3 AM, so that makes sense. She will announce the first feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potswan to stay. How did you fare? Well, we fulfilled the request, so you know. I managed to do the same. Splendid. I was a little bit worried about where he was. Up to Earthenshire first promise. We support your plans for Salt Crossing and the new Potswan they will bring. Hail the mighty Saralja. Cleared many piles of rockfall, as if they were pebble stones. The resilient stone, the sun for the Dawn Servant. Saralja was clearing the fallen rocks. Surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, we meet again. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he's already here, laying low while the rest of us still all work. Claimants, your attention please. As Red Rock has explained, many of our pots won left us following the storm. Precious metal boat crafted by those artisans brings in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer, till all our merchants will suffer. So, Red Rock sets you this fate. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith and bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potswan. Makes sense for the feat of the pot. And as a feat does not justify taking advantage of claimants and their influence. How does finding new workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She'll be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zeralja's disqualification. The right is a means to end, and the steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun, but remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No gobsnatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Exactly what we should do. I'd suggestion butter. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Creepy smile. Nasty brews up something. Yeah, it's not like they just discussed the whole plan in front of us. Aye, you may seek to delay us again, as you did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. Think, Clement, have you any candidates in mind that might satisfy this feat? There are some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in the twilight of their years. Not all of them. Unless them to give up their comforts of Tuliala to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Connor probably has hundreds of young craftsmen to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. Just stating the fact. Could try asking around Wachumekmeki. Seems like a logical place to start. Back to Tuliala it is. Wait, I mean we have to take the boat again. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. I should share my burden so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really sick on boats. Yeah, we hadn't noticed. Look, Clement, this is hardly news. It was brave of you to admit in any case. We won't be fighting the current this time. Getting downriver will be much smoother. Well, are you sure? I'm positive, mostly. Oh, those teary eyes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I don't get why we couldn't just, you know, head north. I guess we're just teleporting back, that's fine. Fine with me. I need a moment. Up over downriver. Katumu is too rough for me. Nausea is a bit more bearable now I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd rather not set foot on the boat if I can help it. Alright. Let's see. I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a Potsworn. I'm guessing we're probably going to get the dude that we met on the boat. Can we actually interact with these yet? Okay, no, not yet. King's third promise. What brings you to back to Wachumeki Maki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley, actually, I have a favour to ask. So, what do you think? You have any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing it's the third promise making a request, I'm willing to look the way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Between over the mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshaw. Yosun Goldsmith, what about him? You mean Fontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewellery store across the Salt. Considering the distance he's already come, I think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just gotten himself a new job. It's too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact. No harm in making the offer once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated. He may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably having a meal over at I still keep messing up this name. Shbalyav Tier. Maybe we should go talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. We want him to make him feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of you can handle. The two of you can handle this. Take the rest of the cabin if you like. Or two of us can handle this. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Got to quickly check on my stuff. So they won't be finding like anything specifically new. Like I'm leveled up. Also, I know this is here. I'm leaving it for now. I'll be grabbing it on another class, I'm just not sure which class I want to grab on yet. Oh, Sammy, you're here too. I thought Promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall I find a quiet spot outside? So we talked on this beach, you were you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was one day. A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. It's wonderful. Oh, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've just settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a pot swarm. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. When an artisan signs a contract working for the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin, I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new pot swarm to Erdenshire. Oh, that's the way of it. Barely that, and after pushing you to work at Wachumeki, I'm now demanding you to throw away your life and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, if that promise. The day I completed the necessary procedures for immigration, I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tulialal. I've since endeavoured to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall that it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at the East End when the Gallian forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. Never wished to suffer such loss again. And so, as much as I am indebted to you for turning my life around, as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolal, I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, I shall gladly do so. Hail. Thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Perhaps you remember me. Brook Evu, honor of Zibaliv Tier. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Woklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. Doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Oh, roll quests, lovely. Help for the not requirement. Let me. Right, what I think I might do is once we get the crystal, yeah, sorry, couldn't help that one. Once we get the crystal and pop it in the tablet, alright. Yeah, once we get the tablet and pop the gem in the tablet, we'll end this recording now. Master Rockley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Argentine has agreed to sign the pot back, yes. Well, it's a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wachu Meki Meki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you have to know other talented artisans regardless of their expertise, I have you send them my way. Could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Robley. Blessed to have these workshops to be my first home into the Ola. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachu Meki Meki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. He's a good luck, that one. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? We did. He's agreed to become a pot swan. We'll leave when he's ready, but you have a little time. Splendid. We'll meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me. I won't let him down. Nice. I can now unlock deliveries. Sorry, I have to check this. Alright. Right then. Something to take care of at the palace. Well, you can pass the time however you like. I'd suggest you head back to the caverns. After all, even heroes need rest. Well, we still have a big journey ahead of us. Yeah, well, I might actually just end it here. Because we're at 2 hours anyway. And we'll come back to this on the next one. So yeah, catch you next time.